From Kevin Gabby Duncan, who's an advisor to national parks on Aboriginal heritage and culture, saying that they should go now and that they don't serve any purpose, and the fact that they've sort of started to fall down might be the start of the end for them, and he's asking national parks to now remove them. Jake Cassar, I think you beg to differ. Good morning.
Oh, good morning. Whether they're, legitimate, whether they're, the work of someone copying, they're a pretty remarkable thing.
We've had experts say that they're fake. National parks say they prefer to educate the public on the cultural importance of the landscape as an Aboriginal place. With things starting to fall down, surely it shouldn't be preserved or anything like that, not being an authentic.
They're all taking it a little bit too seriously. Again, whether they're legitimate or not, us locals don't take it all too seriously. It's not such a serious thing. It's just part of our local culture and part of our local folklore. And I think anything that brings people to this region to gently visit this mysterious site and then leave, they will. It's about half an hour to 40-minute walk. They go down, they visit the glyphs, they stay out of the bush, they stay away from the Aboriginal sites. That brings money to our local economy. I think they're a great thing for the Central Coast. And again, I don't think this whole thing should be taken so seriously.
That they're graffiti and that they should be removed because they're encouraging cult activity down there in the bush. Which is disrespectful because it is a place of Aboriginal significance. Regardless of what you believe, who created them, how long they've been there, they're a part of Kariong folklore.
The glyphs, the Gosford glyphs as we know them, are graffiti. They're in a national park. They're also in an area of Aboriginal significance. And as any graffiti that would be found in an area like that, they should be destroyed. We're also encouraging people from cults to come down to the area and lie on the rocks and pretend that they were going into portals, or, I don't know, the glyphs were encouraging people from cults to go down into that bushland, into the area of Aboriginal significance, and that the glyphs should be destroyed.
What?
And so, you can sandblast them and, like any graffiti, they should go. It's ridiculous that people think that they're, really Egyptian and, all the rest of it. So I'm not a traditional custodian, but I am a custodian of the land.
Possible to get into the glyphs? Yeah, it kind of is. You just got to step over the signs.
You've got to step over the signs and the plastic and stuff. If we're recommending people do things that is illegal, I don't care. I really don't care. If that's illegal, then I want to get off this planet. If that's illegal, then there's no point living here. So it is a lie, isn't it? It's not true.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe that it's all a part of, for whatever reason. And it's, if you look back in history, you can see that, it's been a very deliberate way of trying to get us to forget that we are part of the country. We are part of nature. We don't go into nature. We don't go, for a bushwalk into nature. We are nature. We are part of the nature is our family. And, the trees are our family. The earth's our family. We are part of nature. We used to use all of, what they now call weeds as our medicine. And then, Roundup was brought in and the whole story where they started to say, oh, well, they're weeds and they need to, and we need to give you fertilizer now to, to make you do better crops. And it's all just made us more unwell, more sick, more mentally unhealthy. Oh, well, it's the Land Council. They're the Aboriginals of the area. They're the last word on culture and in the area, and they're not. They're absolutely not. So, that's the other message that I think is important for people to know, because it's a lie. Yeah,
no,
so...
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
And it's very important. If I can mention too, Lisa, very quickly, Jake Cassar, as you know Jake quite well.